Amen.
Hello, everybody. It's Mel and Tony. Here we go again. It's another blessed Sunday. And Mel, everything be good?
Everything's good, Tony. How are you? How was your week?
Oh, mine's is fabulous. Did you go?
Hmm.
Did you go to church?
Why you like to ask me that question?
Because church.
Anyhow, that's a good improvement. You used to ask me about something else, now you're asking about church.
Yeah,
But anyhow, no, I did not go to church.
yeah. Because church is like the foundation
A foundation for who?
for all of us to start in a good mood and a good first of the week on a
Right now,
Sunday.
this feel like church is so nice and
Well,
cool and
mm,
peaceful, and I could feel the presence
yeah,
of the Lord in nature.
but me and you could be in church right now, right? We have our church. This our church. This our
Okay,
forum.
okay.
It's okay. So you didn't go to
Mm.
church. Mm,
I am at church. You just say,
mm.
right? I am at church. I'm at peace. I'm
But our
in the
church,
presence of God.
mhm.
So, yes, I'm at church. I didn't go early. I'm at church
And you
now.
just like all the Bahamians, you love the Lord too,
I love God.
and cuss, drink, smoke, and all that, right?
Who?
Not you. Listen what I say. You- Hold on, hold on. So there's a lot of people who love the Lord and go to church, drink, smoke,
Yeah.
and do all of
Because
it.
they realize that those things are destroying their body, or they may
Huh?
not be aware that it is destroying their body. It's just habits that they pick up along the way. They hear different stories about what it does to your body, but it doesn't affect their connection with God.
You talking about the church, or you talking
You're
about
talking about
food?
the people. You say people who
Yeah.
smoke, drink, and do
So
all these
so
other
the
stuff.
church don't connect
I'm saying that those behaviors do not disconnect them
from
from
God.
God.
Oh, okay. So you could drink and you don't be have to be disconnected from God.
No, you actually disconnecting yourself from a quality of life. Yeah, and you putting yourself at risk for different diseases. So basically, the problem with that is you're not treating your body the way that it was meant to be for the occupants of God.
Oh, you had me lost, Jesus. I was talking about food and all kinds of things. Oh, okay. The occupants of God. Okay.
Yeah,
So so church is just the basic foundation.
basic is church is a place where fellow believers go to, I would say, cement their belief,
Hmm.
to strengthen their belief,
Hmm.
to keep them grounded in their belief.
Hmm.
But you could go to church and you could still be disconnected from
Yes,
God.
very. That's my point. That's where we're going. There's a lot of people goes to church but disconnected from God.
Yeah,
A lot of people active in church and disconnected from God.
yeah.
But let me ask the question. So why they go to church?
Because they're seeking a connection, I guess, or they're trying to pacify the guilt of the things that they practice that separates them from God.
So Catholics gamble.
Why are you getting into,
Hold
you
on,
like to bother these Catholic
no,
people,
I
but
want to hold on, no, no, no. I guess
ain't only Catholic
hold
gamble,
on. Can I listen?
Baptists,
Could you listen? Could you
Adventists,
listen? Could you listen what I say?
Muslims.
The uh, the Christians gamble. They drink. They smoke in their religion.
Mm-hmm.
So is they saved?
Is it what?
Are they saved?
Ain't none of us saved.
None of us.
No,
Okay. Christians neither sinners.
no.
Okay. Why we not saved?
Because what are we being saved from?
Into the Lord Jesus Christ.
Our connection with God is one that requires not church membership, but solitude, where you can hear God speak to you. God
Hmm.
speak to each of us, right?
Hmm.
Go into church, you have people who have studied theology and they feel that they have to expound on the different writings, whether it's the Bible, whether it's the Quran, whether it is the Maccabees or whatever it is that they use as a spiritual guide. But none of those things can truly connect you to God. Your connection to God is an individualized, intimate, and personal connection with God.
So the Bible says study to prove what that means.
Study to study to show thyself approved. A workman need not be something rightly dividing the word of truth. The Bible, again, from where I sit and what I understand, it is a
Boom, boom, boom.
book of history, prophecy, a guidebook on morality, a guidebook on who God is and his relationship with humanity. Okay? It was written according to the Bible itself by holy men who were inspired by God. Question: are you holy?
If I'm holy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm holy.
Okay. Do you receive inspiration from God?
Every day.
Okay. So, what then makes the Bible superior to you? I'm not saying that the Bible has no worth. All I am saying is people within all these different religious sects utilize it as an instrument for judgment, punishment, rejection, um, making people feel less than, unworthy, and all of that. And this constant message of unworthiness and not enough, and I can say skewing the truth, because you have one set of people who telling you one thing about one same simple scripture text and someone else telling you something different surrounding that, and then the argument begin and the fight begin, and everybody so busy arguing about who is right and who is wrong, and everybody missing what is most important, and that is connection with God. And Jesus himself, who came to reestablish the connection of humanity with God, tell you that only the Holy Spirit could teach you and guide you to all truth. He didn't send you to no man. He didn't send
So
you to
that's
no
why you say
church.
study, right? Because
You know, studying what was written by one of the apostles or one of the disciples, whoever wrote that particular book that say study to show thyself approved. That was somebody who was giving instruction to the people of the past. But before Jesus came, you had the prophets and you had the school of the prophets where people studied. But the studying that they did, the only reference point that they had was the life of their forefathers. God manifests himself through humanity, not through the pages of any book. So if you want to know God, just like Jesus said, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. Why? Because he manifests the traits, the characteristics. And so we who call ourselves Christians, which means Christ like, we should be looking like God too. When people see us, they should see God, not Jesus. But they will see Jesus too, because Jesus was a representative, a perfect representative of the Father. Remember what his prayer was? That the rest of humanity would become one with the Father as he was one with the Father. So, you know, all the rhetoric, all the confusion, all the yap, 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 all the competition, we need to put them to sleep.
So you saying to me is that you know the truth and is you trust God and you live.
I am a vessel through
Mhm.
which God lives, just like the trees. God is manifested in all creation.
Yes, but that's not our show today. But you preach. I don't know. You had a sermon, you know. But our show is what we open forum to feedback current
Hmm.
events.
So we
Well,
talked extensively last week on why men walk. And so feedback from that particular show was like what?
crazy.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, the people ask me, and they have the right to ask me. So why I ain't talk about? I talk about man walk. So why I ain't talk about woman? I say, well, woman can have a time, I guess. But she goes, well, oh, you always talking about. Oh, you always talking about what woman, the man walking. I say, you know what? I have a whole show just catered to the woman.
But they
So
don't like when you talk about the women.
so now I gotta talk. They want me to talk about
But in
why women
essence,
walk.
you exactly. So in essence, you talk about the men, but it was in favor of men and showing women as the problem.
Right, and that's what they didn't
So they
like
want you to stop
because
showing women up.
yeah, they feel that woman is the best thing since sliced bread in the Bahamas, and woman is the best. Man causing trouble, woman don't cause trouble, only man. But I have to tell them the truth. The truth is, woman causing all the problem. But they don't like that. They think I beaten woman. I just trying to sensitize from where I sit. Why?
And based on what your man friend,
Right. I only come in bringing the message.
don't shoot the messenger.
No, but I bring in the message. And one woman says to me, I go in the pharmacy. It must be Tuesday. Say, now you know, Mr. Williams, you're there talking fools on your show. So I say, but that's what I do. Foolishness is what I do. Well, why man walk away because they like 3 and 4 or 5 women? Yeah, I got. But here's a question. Here's a question.
Hmm.
She, I didn't say nothing. She might be right. She might be right. Why men? We talk about why men walk, right?
Hmm.
And she say, man, bad man, so 3 and 4 women. The dude might have walked because he had another woman. He had 4 more. She might be right because
But that's for some men, and
mhm,
you covered
right.
a array of
Mhm.
different reasons why men walk.
Could I tell you
Now,
why women walk?
some,
Really?
yeah,
I could, right?
you could.
But is better for me to tell you why man because I is a man and I understand. I feel, and then I had one say, "Oh, you's only be talking, but you on the show." That mean they going after me, but I don't mind. That's the beauty of the show because I want you to attack me because the more you attack me, the better I get because you now help me to go after you more. You see, because women have a tendency. Watch me that today's world woman, not you. She's not today's world woman. That woman now, money or less is no honey. It's all money. It's all about money. Don't mind them fool you, and don't mind these other women who trying to cover up. If it's money, if you don't bring money, you don't pay. You are not a man. That's the first thing they're gonna say. Oh, you ain't no man. You can't take care of a woman.
It must have been
Right, but if you
to
look
the
at them,
British country of.
but if you go American woman, foreign woman, they 50-50.
Oh, okay.
They really actually don't want you buying nothing for them because they don't want you beholden to them. They don't want you. And so, but in the Bahamas, every time you talk about woman, I I came on the plane Oh Jesus, no, let me leave that. But what I saying, right?
You sound like you've been under a lot of fire this week, Tony.
No, they put this out of me. You see, woman needs to go back and check themselves before they say that it's a man problem. No, it's a problem of both sides. In most cases, women are just bad. And most cases, hold on, let me say this. Oh Jesus, woman need to get some of them need to get their hair checked, not all, because there's a lot of them single, there's a lot of them being married, and there's a lot of them trekking straight through. So the little ones with left who trying to say they're Christians and lying is the ones who need to get their hair checked because seems like the gospel got their head screwed up.
I don't know that it's the gospel that have their heads screwed up. It might be the teaching under which they are
With the teaching,
being
oh,
led.
you don't say the teaching
Yeah, I mean, if
because
if
they're
everyone pick up the King James version of the Bible, that's why we have so many different Christian denominations because people are teaching
most
different
women
perspectives
most women
on the
can't
very same thing.
most women can't be submissive.
What is it about being submissive though?
Yeah,
I see that same scripture text
which is that?
as be but
What's submissive?
women submit to her husband. But the Bible also say, man, love your wife. How many men are loving their wives?
Listen,
It's the same thread of the same garment, the same one text that tells the woman to be submissive. It's the same text that tells the man to love his wife. You talk about it in previous sittings that we've had,
mm-hmm.
right? Where it is the man's place. You say if the woman don't have the responsibility for loving her husband, but guess what? We all are admonished to love one another.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So when it comes to a marriage relationship, personally, I believe that people need to understand what love is.
Yeah,
Different people have different notions about love. And that's why you have people in relationship that they call loving relationship, but it isn't for the same reason that somebody else is in it
mm.
in a relationship.
But most relationships nowadays don't really based on love.
What is it based on?
What you could do for me, how you can move me from here. It's the silly little things, the way you look.
So the
See,
question
and
then,
then you marry someone,
mhm.
and one person of that marriage is living in hell.
But then the question is this: one,
Mm-hmm.
what were you looking for when you married that individual?
Happiness.
And two, what does happiness look like to you?
Happiness is good sex, money, partying. That's happiness. But majority of people who marry today is in love with somebody else. Let me say it
But
again.
if they are in love with
Majority of
someone
people who marry
else,
today are in love with somebody else.
so if
What
they are in love with someone else,
what do you do when you marry someone and you find somebody or you have somebody else you love? How do you work that out?
well, well,
Now I can take it on.
I'll tell you how I
Go ahead.
would work it
Mhm,
out because I
mhm,
don't believe in being in any situation, any relationship, whether it's parent child, work relationship, marital relationship, or just a plain simple friendship. If me and you The Bible itself says two cannot walk together unless they are in agreement. So happiness comes from being in agreement. So if you're not in an agreement, how the hell could you be happy?
Well,
And what makes people believe that you should stay in such situation?
well, there's a lot of things why women stay in situations.
Why men stay too?
I can give you why men stay, but I can give you why women stay first of all. Women soft and they weak.
No, women ain't
Oh no,
soft nor weak.
wait. Listen to me. Follow me. So what women sometimes see marriage is like a debt.
No,
Like
it's not. It's
wait,
supposed to be like a
wait,
heaven.
wait. Marriage is like
Coming alive,
no.
not dying.
Marriage is most marriages is debt to some people.
But that's
Wait,
because
because no, let me explain it, and then you can beat me again. I want everybody to listen to this. This deep. Marriage is like debt because divorce is not an option. Wait now.
that's
Wait.
why it's
Because
death.
as
It's a
the
death sentence.
right
It's a
as
life
as a,
imprisonment.
as a, as biblical, you marry for life.
That's not
Wait,
what the
wait,
Bible.
wait,
That's not
wait,
biblical.
wait. This is true. As biblical, or the church, or the pastor, or the religious,
Or the
or the,
society.
you marry for life. And when you marry for life, why men don't really give their wives up? Because this is why I said that sentence, because some men rather see you dead. Yeah.
No, they sound like they prefer to live
No, no, no.
as a living dead.
No, no. They prefer see you dead. They say these words. If you leave me, I'll kill you.
That is so stupid.
But that's what they do. Well, let me show you the debt. Let me break this down. I'm gonna break this down. See, you keep button, but I don't break this down. So
Go ahead,
get it.
break it down.
So some people believe I marry you, you mine. You like a material. You my piece of meat, you mine. Right? So you in debt because now they consider you their piece of meat.
Property,
Yeah,
property,
property.
property.
So they marry you because they want to love you and see you grow as a flower. They want to love you to see you as
A
something.
possession.
Right. Now watch this. So when men are jealous, even though he want to have his sweetheart and his other,
Mm-hmm.
if you step out the house,
Mm-hmm.
he catch you, he can kill you. That's his mentality. So most women,
But that ain't biblical at
no,
all.
no, no, no. That's not. I'm getting to the. So most women, some of them are afraid to even step out on that because they're afraid they go, this man will kill me.
So what I want to find out,
Yeah. So
you
go
got
on.
me so anxious
No, no, no. But I just want to show
I have so
you.
many questions.
Go and ask the question. But I wanted to show you when the word debt come in, that how some men see you, or if I can't have you, you can't leave me because it's embarrassing to me. I can kill you. And they have another way. It's see, it's always debt. Marriage is debt. They will wait, last, and then you gotta say it. So a man will watch this. A man will marry you, and he leave you. He leaving you. He will take back his car. He will take back his house. He will take back his children. He wants you to die. So marriage most times is debt for some people, and so he will talk bad with you. So you wasn't a good woman, and he saw all the things, even the things in the bed. He'll talk everything to see you dead. On the other hand, this is why I say most marriages is dead. Woman will do the same thing. She want the picture frame off the wall. She want the house. She want the children. She want to kill your sweetheart. She want to cause you lose your job. She want to take everything. So you want to. So most times marriage is debt to people.
Those marriages are not built on love.
But the majority of marriage built on started on love.
They are not built on love.
Because
they are built on
what
lust.
the question is this: why they married in the first place? That's the question. The problem we have is like in the Bahamas, when I always say with women, people get upset. Marriage is built on strictly you make me happy, I happy, I give you wait, I happy, I give you my body, from my body, for man, I give you my money, from my money, I give you my time, and then whatever thing you say stupid, I would agree with because I only want to be here because you could take care of me. You could common sense don't play in it. Never. But we go along with this marriage and then we realize 10 years down the road. And most times you consult people, you know what they'll tell you? Give me the word. If you consult people, most times you consult people, you know what they say? You know what they say to me? Wow. I really didn't really love him, but I thought I could grow to love him. What the hell you mean you didn't love him? Well, well
That mean they didn't have pre-marriage
yeah,
counseling.
just the pre-marriage consult right now. I get pregnant, and my pastor tell me, marry him. Uh, this type of this is what there's no connection. They know one another. They probably jump in bed. They get pregnant, and the pastor tell them, "Well, you better marry," or your mother telling you, "Too embarrassing. You better marry the man because you got." And watch the words. Watch the words the woman can say. You got to take care of that child. There ain't nothing about love in there. This real world, and
Exactly.
and this
So
happens.
all the things
This
that
happened
you
constantly.
all the things that you were describing were literally ripping me
I know.
apart
That's fine.
because none of those things represents love. What represents love is
Mhm.
when you remove all possessions and you look at the individual,
Mhm.
not their physical features, their job, their family background, but who am I seeing standing before me? A human being,
Mhm.
someone who is worthy of love. But let me tell you what the problem is with
Tell me. Tell me.
marriages. You have brokenness meeting brokenness, and they come together, and when broke meet broke, you end up with nothing but
Stress.
no, what you call them, splinters.
Yep.
You end up with nothing but splinters. So when you talk about a man taking back everything that he purchased for a woman
Mhm.
and a woman doing likewise for a man, that never was about love.
Ah, listen. Let me tell you something. And see when when you speak things, people don't understand. You hear it, you see it, you know it. It is so amazing that we have just so much people just going along every day
Yeah, that's because the basis of their
and
relationship was
and
sex.
unhappy, stressed out. All the sickness they got, it has nothing to do with sickness. It's just stress from bad treatment, bad sex,
Abuse, mental,
abuse.
physical,
Cause,
verbal,
cause if
emotional.
you thinking
Some people even go to
you,
financial
yeah, you marry this man and
or
he
woman.
or a woman, and they can't pleasure you the way you want. That's frustration. Now, most people, what they do, they suppress their emotional feeling. So most women, this goes to women, they lie in the bed, close their eye,
Hmm.
and say, "Hurry up, let this over with." That's all they. And so
So,
and so
so
that in itself started to frustrate the man. Then the woman was always frustrated. That's why she closed her eye in the beginning. So now what we have here is a disaster. This is why. So what the woman do? Most time the woman they blame the man. They lie on the man. But most time what the woman do? is go out and find a friend to talk. It started with talking,
Mm-hmm.
and then it ended up something different. So I asked the question earlier. The question was, what do you do when you have a woman or married when you marry to a woman or a man
Mm-hmm.
and you find somebody on the outside you love it, but
Well,
you done married.
well, the thing about that
Mhm.
is you should not go and find anyone else. You should go and find yourself because you are a part of that problematic
But you
equation.
don't find yourself
No,
is
no,
a
you ain't find
you
yourself. You
find it.
find the problem in the partner that you with.
Yeah,
But have you looked at yourself? How the hell did you end up with this person to begin with?
most times, like we say earlier, you probably single and
You're only looking
you
for
ain't
a
got
rock
nobody,
to crawl
and
under. That's the problem. So you
you feel
crawl
like your
under a
time,
rock.
you feel like your time, you're young, you feel like your time clock has gone, and so you want to hurry up. You now got to speed on the process. So now
That is
I got
stupid.
to get my child, then I get my car, then I get my house, then I get my husband.
But
It's like
guess what?
it backwards I have
But
it or
guess
whatever.
what?
But that's what it's all about.
What were you doing all along?
Because you were being stupid and just saying no to everybody come along because you in your mind, I ready.
But you know, the thing about it is that is what courtship is for.
Mhm.
Courtship is your readiness
People don't courtship no
journey.
more. People jump ship,
Courtship is your readiness journey.
jump on top of
It
you.
is there that you date multiple people because you're looking for characteristic traits. But you got to first know what it is you want. And that is the problem with men and women in our society. They don't have a clue on what
But
they want. You know why? Because what they wanted never mattered. You know why? Because you were given everything. Your parents decide what you what to wear, where to go, what time to be back, how to do this, how to do that. We have never been given the power to make decisions, to have a choice between whether we want cooked or uncooked vegetable,
mm,
whether we want chicken or turkey. Whatever was put before you, that's watch the way people select partners in this country. Whoever is available.
mm,
You ain't selective and say, this is a nice person. This person could be a friend, but she or he does not possess the key because nobody is going to have everything you're looking for in a partner. But what's important to you, that's the thing you should be looking for before you get in the panty or the jockey. What's important to you for your happiness? Happiness is why you get married. That's what you say, right?
mhm.
Okay.
People do not worry about
Those things until
no.
after the fact.
Most
And
my
then they start complaining.
the re and we talking about the, putting the words to this and helping. Yeah, watch
Hmm.
this. Most marriage don't work out because two individual, not communication. Communication is the key.
Communication is
But
key.
yeah, but you know
But
what?
you have to
They don't want to.
communicate. What are you
You don't. You
communicating
don't.
about?
You don't want to work on a relationship. What you want, what you think, and your opinions in this.
Tony, that's why I
Hmm.
said, that's why
They
I said,
they come with their ideas of marriage, and you can't change them.
that's
See,
why I said,
stupid woman. Here we go. Here we go.
stupid.
Stupid woman believe they should cook, clean. Watch now. And
Because
wait,
that's
wait, wait.
what was handed on to
And
them.
so they believe in this stupid thing.
Female role
And then
as prescribed by
and then
society.
men should be taking care of all the bills. That's
But
foolishness.
even men
That
accept that role.
that's the old men.
No,
American
no, 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 no. You talking
American men don't do that.
American?
American don't do that. Hold on, wait.
Every
Can you finish?
society,
American don't do that.
every
Argentinians don't do
society.
that. That's a past.
So the
Bahamian young woman, hold on. Bahamian young woman will tell you. Bahamian new, what do you call them? Millenniums? Millenniums?
Go
Or
ahead.
whatever
Let
they call
me
it.
hear.
They got some name for this app. They will tell you that I ain't cooking and cleaning for no man. You got two hands. You go to the stove too. You got to wash your clothes
But
too.
guess what?
That's the new thing now.
But
So
guess
that
what?
can't work now.
But guess what? Who is saying this? Somebody who's out there meeting you 50-50 or 100-100 with income, right? So if she is out there making an income and you're out there making an income, shouldn't you both be responsible for the upkeep of the house
I agree.
and the children?
But this is how the young people think. They don't think like me and you.
Yeah,
Where I suppose they ain't doing that.
but then at the end of the day, the young people are not doing a lot of things that older people
Anybody
did.
out there help me on this? Because just like Melanie, but Melanie, they are not young people are not doing what they and you do.
I agree. I'm not disputing that. But
And
regardless of
and
what they
young
are
people,
doing differently, the bottom line is, what does love look like, sound like, and feel like to them?
young
It
people,
is no different than it did for older people.
and young people don't want to get married
And that's their choice. And
because
that's why they are not being influenced by the church the way that the older people were being
exactly.
influenced, because they realize that when you keep doing the same thing in the same way, expecting a different result, that's insanity. So they are doing things differently and looking for different results, right? Some of them are putting off having children. Some of them are having children and deciding they're going to be single parent, but they will still date whoever they want to date. All of these things because they look at it and they go, well, my mommy and daddy was together, and daddy was one way and mommy was the next way, right? And a lot of these things, regardless to how different they are thinking and behaving,
Mhm.
those lifestyles that they have witnessed and been a part of as children are still influencing a lot of the decisions that they're making, no matter how much they would deny it and say
I
that they
agree
are
with you.
living differently.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I don't disapprove of you. I agree with you, but I do wonder why people are still in a box.
Because culturally, you see, let me tell you something. You got to choose to be in one box or the other. Either
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be in the box with the green, or you're going to be in the box that goes against the green.
I agree. But hold on.
You in the green,
Yeah,
right?
let me
And you
answer.
know who in the green, right? That means people who go according to whatever society dictates.
Right.
But the person who goes against the green is somebody who goes, okay, society says this. How does that make me feel? What sense does that make to me? If it makes sense, I go with it. If it don't make sense, I disregard it.
Let me answer the people who ask about this question.
Hmm.
Why? Why do people stay m- married
Hmm.
but love somebody else? Let me explain that. Let me.
Go ahead.
They
Go ahead.
ask me. I
Go
will explain
ahead.
it. I know this is one
Go
way.
ahead.
People get married. They stay around. They want to be out, but they stuck in the marriage.
Are they stuck?
Wait, wait. They do. They believe in their head somehow that the marriage is stable, and the marriage is going to protect them from all the little things. The one out here that you love, you might love him more than you love the marriage.
Hmm.
But the problem is, you cannot get the courage because you always thinking that the wife, you don't want to be the one at the fault. One,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to be the one to hurt the
Two.
wife. Two, three, you are looking for a right time, and the right time might never come.
Okay.
Fourthly, the marriage might be your saving grace as you put your head to rest.
Okay.
So you honorably thinking the Lord wouldn't bless me if I do this.
Mm.
And fifth, the last thing is that you're too bloody lazy to explore the world. You're just too lazy.
Mm.
The 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 one that outside you might love so much more than the inside.
You
But you live,
down?
hold on, I ain't gonna give you
Mm.
that now. But
Okay.
you living with someone that you know. The one outside you ain't living with, you don't know. You think you know.
Okay. And you think you know the one
Yeah.
that you live with as
No, you
well.
know somewhat because you know where you know fact that she mightn't go anywhere.
Okay. But
But
ain't
she
no
ain't sure.
guarantee that the
Eh,
one who you love out
oh
there
yeah. Ain't
can
no
stay.
guarantee. Yeah, ain't no guarantee. So it's a
Okay.
catch
So
22.
basically,
It's a
you're
catch 22.
so basically, no, you choose the
Safe.
sure thing,
Safe.
what appear to be safe,
Safe.
even though you are dying on the inside. You prefer to die in safety than to live taking a risk. You hear that? Die in safety rather than live taking the risk. And guess what? Nobody can be faulted for making the choice that they make.
True.
As long as everyone knows that to every choice there is a consequence. My thing is this: if something does not work for you
Mhm.
and it is working against you, you need to choose life. Something that works against you, like you say, is death. And
Mhm.
when you talked about marriage being death, oh my God, that is the worst description that you can ever place on marriage.
No.
It
No.
is the worst
No.
description
No.
because it speaks
Me and you get married.
it
Uh,
speaks
People say I
of,
won't die before you, and they say if you die, this is what I can do. I can sell this house.
but that ain't death.
Hold on. You marry in debt because that's what they
No, no.
we gonna stay here
Let me
living
tell you
forever.
what death is. Death symbolizes the end of life. There's no growth. There is no opportunity for growth. There is no happiness. There is no hope. Everything is at a loss. And that's what I envision when you say marriage is death. There is nothing to look forward to. A lot of people marriage die, and like I say, you when you stay in a situation where things may not be all good, but it ain't all bad either. Some people survive by focusing on what good is there and let the things that are not so pleasant just find its way, scatter, and disappear. If you could find yourself in a laser focused state in a marriage, then stay in that situation because the risk might be too great to go out there and explore a different option. Somebody like me, and that's why I say you got to examine where the good is and where the bad is. If the bad outweighs the good, walk. If the good outweighs the bad, then you got to prioritize.
Sometimes you
Are
can't.
the important things missing or are they
They
present?
hidden.
Once the important things are present, then you go with it. Just focus on the
Every
important things.
pe-
The unimportant things are, and honestly, it's really about preference, right? Whether that person is catering to the things that you enjoy. If that person care about you, that's what love is. Someone who cares about the things that are important to you and seek to provide them for you.
most persons on the outside, their relationships on the outside 10 times better than the relationships on the inside.
And you know why?
No, because the one on the outside listens, the ones on the outside doing more to get you out of the house. So she going an extra mile.
So,
The one on the outside, the one on the outside most likely make you more happy because she do things
and
that you want,
it
that she tell
seems,
you what your wife doesn't do.
it seems though that the problem is still you, the person who
You,
is on the inside and the outside. Why? Because if it's so good on the outside and so bad on the inside, why are you still on the inside?
because
Only an idiot.
that's not true. Because a
Okay.
lot of people,
So
that's not
it
true.
was, so if he or she is not an idiot, then they are selfish.
Some people are just waiting for the moment. Some people are slow on the moment, and some people understands the boogeyman.
And what is the
I
boogeyman?
know that's the question.
What is the
I know
boogeyman?
always you gonna ask me what is the boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
They know the boogeyman.
I know the
The public
audience
will
would
know
like to know too.
next week, same place,
The
same time.
boogeyman. Okay.
Tony, you talk about the boogeyman.
Boogeyman next week.
Mm.
So, you know, there is no perfect individual. There is no perfect life, but you can have perfect moments. Like I say, you have to know what is important to you. If you're not getting the things that are important to you, brother, sister, you can dry up like a prune. And that individual is literally sapping the life out of you.
Well,
And
folks,
you are in partnership with them because you sit still and allow it.
well, folks, we come to another day of why and why not. But we have the answer for you. We're gonna
The
take it and finish it,
boogeyman.
and we're gonna tell you why people love on the outside and have a wife, husband in the inside, but they love the woman on the outside. And I
And the
can tell
man
you,
on the
and the
outside.
man on the inside, I can tell you, but the boogeyman, that's the problem.
Or boogie
The boogie
woman.
woman or the boogeyman.
The
So
boogie person.
next show, next week, I will explain to you the boogie. Who's the boogeyman?
Is it a song that calls I'm your boogeyman?
Yes, no matter where
Oh.
I am,
So we're
wherever I
gonna
hear
hear
from.
the
That's it.
boogeyman next
It's
week.
fine. See you on the storm. Great and the late
Thanks for
afternoon
joining us.
in the midnight. See? Yeah, that's the boogeyman. Oh yeah.
Take
Next week,
care,
folks.
everybody.
It's under the tree where Mel and Tony meet every Sunday, 3 o'clock. Have a great day, everybody. Love you.